Last time on RimWorld Human Revolution. All of our hard work and perseverance finally paid off as we advanced into the Neolithic era, marking this moment as historic for our descendants. Although full of hope and pride, our colonists quickly came to realization that though their reality might have changed forever, the world around them still remains cruel and unpredictable as they were forced to face two powerful predators. Regarding the end of the last episode, since you guys also thought that it would be nice to settle close to the river, I decided to end the Ice Age and move us towards the tile I showed you last time. We can imagine it took them quite a long time to get there, but we just skipped to the part when they arrived, so let's just jump into the episode. Okay, so besides the Ice Age that we decided to end so that we can move to this tile here, we also had one other thing to think about by the end of the last episode, which was what to do with the cornerstone point that we got from advancing to the Neolithic era. I've done some thinking. I went through all of the abilities of all 5 of our colonists, let's just call them colonists at this point. And as you can see, we have 2 areas where we have a problem. I mean, maybe 3, but the research part is okay because I usually have just 1 person working on research, so that's fine that we have only 2 people. Because as you can see, Wolverine has level 9 of the intellectual skill, so that is completely fine. I am 100% fine with that. So this area here at the end, I'm completely fine with that. But we have 2 other areas that I am not happy with, which is construction area. And as you can see, we only have again Wolverine that is just okay at it. I would say level 6 is just baseline level, I would say. We have Scar and Rock that, as you can see, have some passion towards it, but well, there is also red outline, which means that they're bad at it just in general. And as you can see, Rock has level 2 and Scar has level 1. So for now, I'm going to leave them as capable of doing construction work, but I will prioritize Wolverine working on something, because for Scar and Rock, even though that they have passion for it, but to get to the level that they actually are capable of constructing something on their own without lowering the quality or even butchering the construction, it will take them quite a long time. So for now, we need to expand quite a bit, so Wolverine is number 1 when it comes to construction. And the other area is basically crafting area, which as you can see is just full on red outlines. We do not have a single person that is good at crafting, which is really bad. But I guess that makes sense, you know, for white men, because we won't be crafting that much. Obviously we need weapons and clothes, etc. But in my opinion, that's completely fine that we do not have a good or like high level in crafting. But the issue is that no matter who ends up doing this crafting work, it will still probably end up really low quality because of the poor level of all 5 of our colonists, or it will just end up botched and we will lose the resources. So it is kind of different when it compared to construction, because in construction we have 1 person that is good at constructing, and it will be better to prioritize this 1 person to just do all of the construction work to not lose any resources, rather than using that cornerstone point to speed up the crafting speed. Because if we look here and go to, where was it? Here. The Guild of Diligence, its global work speed is increased by 5, which probably will be cool because it will benefit, I think, both construction and crafting speed. But it's only 5%, that's the first thing. And second thing, I don't think we need to speed up the crafting speed, to be honest, because we have 5 people that can do crafting, right? Like all of them can do that. It's not that they will not do it. We don't have a person that is incapable of crafting. All 5 of our colonists can do it. But no matter which one it is, it will still end up low quality or botched. And what I think is a good option is to choose the Masons of the Future, which increases the speed of construction work by 10%. Still 10% is not that much, but again, we have only 1 person that we know that can do construction work and will do it well. So I think we need to prioritize that 1 person, because we don't know how fast we will get someone else joining us that can do construction work, and we also don't know how fast it would take Scar or Rock to increase their own level of construction. So I'm going to choose this one. And the other thing that we have to basically think about is ideology. I've also done some thinking here. For now, we basically have this wilderness, which means that there's, as you can see, there's nothing. Nothing happens here, but we're going to create a custom ideology, and we are going to go with animist structure because, well, basically in Neolithic era it's still the same that it was in Paleolithic. There are some maybe like sparks of maybe some divine entities, like as we mentioned Iragua, but it's still only maybe a shrine, and that's it, you know, just a small portion, just maybe a statue or something that would remind people of something that happened or of this specific person. But still, in the grand scheme of just existence and universe, etc., people back then only cared about whatever was happening around them. The animist structure 100% makes sense still for Neolithic era, so I am going to go with it. And for the memes, I think elders is the obvious one. You learn from them, so 100% elders should be at least respected. I don't think if they should be holy, but respected 100%. And again, going with the animist structure, we are going to go with astrology. And one last thing that I was thinking of is the rancher meme. I don't know how much it will actually affect the cultivating soil part of agriculture. Okay guys, so I went through all of this stuff, and let me just tell you what I decided on. First of all, the name of our ideology is going to be Avalon Alliance, and the name might be kind of confusing and just random, but in a second I will show you the worldview because I added all of the other factions. We are now not the only ones on this planet. As you can even see here, there are 7 other nations, whatever factions, and they all have their capitals just scattered around the planet. And I also gave them the custom names because I just like making up city names and etc. And Avalon is the name I've had in my mind for years. When I don't know what to call something, I just call it Avalon. I don't know, I just really like how it sounds. And it kind of makes sense here because, first of all, this land will eventually become the land of our royal family, whatever is going to happen, you know, the high class, upper class people. And Avalon is, as far as I am aware, kind of like a mythical place that King Arthur ended up in, on whatever, I don't know the whole story, but it is this kind of mythical amazing place, kind of like a paradise. But also Avalon means island of apples because we are in the area where there's a lot of trees and plains, where there's a lot of fertility, a lot of abundance when it comes to plants, life, etc. And alliance is just a word because I didn't want to call it an actual ideology right now, like, you know, you have Christianity, blah blah blah, all of this stuff. I wanted to make this kind of like a pact for now because we are not like a full religion now. We are just a group of people that just decided to live together, so therefore I called it just an alliance. When it comes to the memes, as you can see, I ended up getting rid of the rancher meme because it did say that they will get a negative mood buff when they sow the plants, so I just decided to get rid of that, and we are going with astrology and elders for now. When it comes to the narrative, as you can see, I just went with what we discussed earlier, which is kind of introducing this Iragua lore. If you remember, Iragua was the guy that died in the first episode. We basically got him through the primal gathering, and the next day or 2 days later he was dead because he just, I think, caught food poisoning or something like that. But because one of his traits was a reincarnated soul, someone mentioned that would be a cool idea if we actually went with the idea that he was actually a reincarnated soul. and joined us to give us his knowledge, his experience, etc. And I love that idea. So that's why I just basically said that this ideology is the path of life whose beginning dates all the way back in the Paleolithic era. The path of the one who once walked among mortals, because we basically said that maybe is a divine entity, you know, that he is a god, but to help people, he comes down to this planet as a reincarnated soul because he just helped us, died, and maybe then he reincarnates into some other being to help someone else on this planet or maybe other planet. So he once walked among mortals, reborn as the humble stranger, bringing wisdom in the time of need. Though Irogua passed, his spirit remains in those who spread his knowledge, guiding others as he once did. So that is basically the idea of our ideology. It will change throughout the series, obviously, but now it's just this basic scaffolding that we will just build on as the series progresses. When it comes to precepts, I changed just a few things. I just wanted to make sure that they don't really care about the Titan apparel because it can be really annoying and we won't get high quality, never worn stuff. So like, why would they care? As I said, elders will be respected, mood is dictated by the stars, and this is based on the fact that we have the speed of aging increased. So I wanted to increase the fertility and love-in frequency, as you can see, as well as children learning. I left the research speed normal because I don't think it's going to affect us that much because we won't be advancing to these really late stages as in like modern or space ages, you know, all of that. So I am fine with normal speed, and the rest of those settings I just basically I think left unchanged, or maybe just made them so that they are either indifferent or normal, like they so that they don't care about much of the stuff, because why would they at this point? When it comes to the roles, we have a leader, which will be the eldest, and we have a moral guide, which will be shaman, because we cannot get rid of those. If I could, I would just get rid of these two because I don't think we need a leader right now. At this point, the eldest ones would be the wisest one, the ones that others would be looking up to. I guess putting the eldest as the leader would be 100% okay. When it comes to the rituals, we have the funeral, which is just called the ascension. We have a sparring match, and this one, if I remember correctly, yes. And the reward for that will be the mental tuning, which either removes the bad trait considered in our ideology or adds the one that is considered good. We also have sun dance, which will call sun, basically, literally. And also we have a rain dance, which would do the opposite. Oh, I was supposed to click anytime, but yeah. So we can either call for rain or sun if we need one of these two. And the last one we have is divine the stars because of the astrology meme. And yeah, that's basically it. We don't have any relics because I don't know what will be a relic now. I chose that weapon, like noble weapons will be considered Neolithic weapons, and just made the appearance of the, you know, chose the right ones here. And that's it. So yeah, I guess we can just go and accept that. There we go. So what I think we're going to do now is to make our colonists collect a lot of clay because we need a shit ton of clay. Because to be honest, leather as a wall material isn't really a good option. And I don't want to go to the wood yet because I think it's not a good representation. Like, they didn't just start building structures with wood, they just leveled up to it, you know, if you can call that. So we're going to ditch the leather buildings and just our tents for now. So let's just set up a temporary stockpile zone, but just for the clay, because I was thinking where to start our colony, our village, and I think because this area here, as you can see, this is like a really fertile zone. I think it's either like 200 or 140% fertility. So this spot here is really good. Mind you, we still have this mod that if it rains, the water level will rise. Okay, so let's just start placing. I think the first thing to put to place to build is a granary. I think that's the most important thing now. We have some places for them to sleep, so that's fine, but we don't have like an enclosed indoor space for deteriorating items, so I think that's really important for us to build something that will just, well, prevent them from deteriorating, right? I'm not sure, maybe just leave some space, like 3, I think seems good. I don't know how big it should be in the beginning. I think maybe like 6 by 4 inside of it would be cool. Okay, and let's just put the hay door. Okay, so I just set up the stockpile zone. Basically anything that can perish, anything that can rot away is stored in its granary for now. And I know the granary was mostly used for food, but for now, since we don't have that many items anyway, where are you going? Oh, washing. There's no point really in just keeping it only for food. We don't have that many items again, so it's just better to keep anything that can perish right here. And once we actually get to have a lot of food, then we can create another building, just build something else to keep it at somewhere else. Okay, so I just realized that I wasn't recording for a while. I mean, fortunately, not much happened, right? They did move all of the items to the granary that we built, so now we just store here only chunks, and that's it. What is Frog doing there? Oh, cloud watching. I thought she like fainted or something, but no. And they basically shut down this whole bit that we were talking about that would be a good option for our like first farming zone. The other thing is that we used bytecode to tame some of the people that wander in, because as you can see there are quite a lot wild men, and we basically discussed these 3, and meanwhile another 4 wandered in, so I don't know what's going on, but there's a bunch of them all of a sudden. So yeah, these 3 wandered in, and as I said, they are not really that interesting. One of them is a psychopath. Both of them are 30 or above 30. They are precursors, so it's a different belief system, because I wouldn't call that religion yet, so we would have to convert them. But I was wondering if there's maybe one of them that is interesting enough, and these 2 I don't really care about them, like they're not that interesting. But this other guy, first of all, he's 17, so he's really young, so he will just be with us for a long while, unless he just dies because of something, but like he won't die of old age quickly. And he has a 6th level in artistic, so as we mentioned in the beginning of the episode, only Wolverine has a good artistic skill, which is 8. So if we need something artistic, then we have a problem, because Wolverine will be basically stuck doing that artistic thing. So it will be cool to have someone else that has artistic abilities, So I just told Baiko to tame him, and it failed, and that's basically it. Nothing else happened. So yeah, but now the other one is this girl. She's completely not interesting in my opinion. She doesn't have any traits. She's incapable of social, so that's annoying. But now we have these 3 people that I haven't checked out yet, because they just wandered in. And let's just see. Okay, so they are precursors too, all 3 of them, yes. And the other, this girl is nomad, so what we used to be. They are a bit better, like as you can see, especially these 2. They are good, and they are a male and a female. So that's good, because I guess we can just get both of them, and they can just bond and they can couple up. That will be cool. And they have quite nice stats. I mean, the animals, we have Baiko with level 12, so it will be cool to have 2 people with high animal level, although we have Rock that has 7, I don't know, and level 9 in plants, and again we have, yeah, Rock that has 7, so Rock would have someone to work with, although again, I don't know, we'll see. I think they will like be here for couple of days and they just will leave at some point, so we don't really we still have some time to think about that, you know. But for now I just want to put the growing zone, and I don't really know what to do here, so that would be one. I think potatoes would be a good idea, so let's just do potatoes. And I will do another zone, maybe right here, and grow. Damn it, I can see, is this, yeah, this one is still rich soil, so we can do this and this. And this one is 15, this one is 14, that's fine. Okay, and this one will be, what else would we grow? I think we're going to go with spinach for this one, and maybe just do another one, maybe like 21. Okay, maybe just shrink it. Okay, so it's 18, yeah, that's fine. And maybe just do, I don't know, like radish. I would love to eat radish. I actually haven't eaten radish in quite a while, so I'm actually thinking about it now. Great. Thanks, game. I'm going to get hungry soon. Cool. I mean, broccoli, that's a good option, right? Love broccoli. Okay, so I think these 3 are fine. Can you, yeah, I mean, I guess you can eat all 4 of them on their own. I don't think they will be annoyed. Yeah, so because Scar and Rock are already a couple, I was thinking of creating another couple, and as you can see, they are already in a bed together. So that's Nozen and Baiko. And as I said, Wolverine isn't really much of a social person. I mean, he's doing good with Scar, and he's fine with Nozen. But when it comes to our 2 actual females that he could be interested in to basically continue the lineage, you know. He's not doing well. Why are you leaving these visage masks? There was another one right there. Yeah, they are leaving them behind. What is that? Why do you have them? Do these? Yeah, these guys also have them. What is that? What is that about? Okay, so I think we can just start basically building our actual like clay huts, whatever. You know. Just not the tents, but actual houses. So I think it would be cool to put one right here. I don't know the size, so I just told them to just cut some of this area. Okay, there's another person wandering in. Another mask, or is that the other guy's? Yeah, no, that's hers. So I guess pioneers leave these masks. I don't know, maybe it's a thing for them. Okay. So we wanted to just build these huts. I think it would be cool to have like an actual like bed. What can we build when it comes to the bed? Let's just build that. We have quite a lot log. Yeah, oh my god, we have only almost 1,000? Yeah. And we will even have more because we have to chop down some other trees. Okay, so as you can see, they already built their simple tiny huts, and since we already have that, and I also told them to, you know, just deconstruct all of the tents, so we only have this campfire here, but I guess you can just go here for now, and maybe just untoggle that, because I don't think we need it, but we can do a tribal gathering, which we haven't done in a while. So let's just do it. Let's see. Okay, there's 4 of them. Where's the 5th one? Oh, Scar. There we go. What were you doing? Maybe like cloud watching or something. Great. Cool. Well, okay, the other thing, because they unfortunately get a negative, like a debuff, because they don't have any shaman, which is a role. As you can see, the shaman role is activated. So I actually want to begin the role change. I guess it has to be someone with high social skills, right? So let's just check. Social 2, social 1, social 3, social 0. I guess the Nozen is the best one to be the shaman, and it kind of makes sense. I was thinking about him. Okay, so let's just do shaman. Let's go. Okay, and I think we can actually just do Wolverine as the eldest. Yes, I know, that's fine. Just do it. Great, so we have 2 successful role changes. Oh, nice. That was one of his wishes, whatever, what are they called? Where is it? Here, fulfillment. Yeah, so he's happy, right? Should be happy. Okay, so we have our two roles, 2 important roles for our colony, for our villagers. And one more thing that I want to talk about is our world, because as you can see, we are not the only ones anymore. There are several nations, several factions, just scattered around our planet for now. That will probably change because they will just expand and create new locations, new cities, new I don't know, new colonies around the map, right? And probably the same as us. That's what I hope. The central, I guess, of our planet is this Central Republic. I don't know why, I just decided that it would be cool to just have it that way because it's easier to navigate. So we have Central Republic that is basically spot on in the middle, between the poles, right? So that's where it is. It's called Alderaan. Above it we have Vileen, I don't know. That is the city of the faction called Polar Union, which are our rivals. And as you can see, they are really close to us, so we have to be careful about them because they can just send us some armed troops, whatever you call them. I don't know, I don't remember the word exactly. So we have to have that in mind, that they might try to attack us, although they are pretty small, as you can see. So yeah, these are like neighbors, if you can call them neighbors. They're still pretty far away. Yeah, going to the west, we have a faction called Northern Kingdom, and the city of Herden. And that is basically the empire that you get with, I think it's royalty DLC, but that is the shattered empire, which is less advanced, less OP version of the normal empire that you get in this game. Going down, we have the Southern Empire. So we have Northern Kingdom, Southern Empire, and that is the city of Metavis. And they are the most powerful, I guess, for now. And then we have the Eastern Republic and the city of Palarday or whatever. Yeah, so going back to the Central Republic, we're going east, and obviously we have the Polar Union, we have us, and then we have the Western Republic and the city of Dalarg. So yeah, these are the nations, the factions, the cities that are available, that are present for now. That will change quite a bit, I think, especially further down the line, once these factions expand so much that they will basically start fighting with each other. Oh, Rock is pregnant again. Oh my god, what is happening? Porcupine. Oh, she cool. She looks cool, and she's a pioneer, and she has 10 in animals. Okay, so they do wear the visage masks because they are everywhere on this map now, because they leave them everywhere. It's so annoying. Okay. She has something to trade with us. Let's see. That's kind of cool. I'm thinking of maybe taming these two, because we have some food, because this is a male and a female, so that would be cool to have both of them. Another one. Well, she's shit. Okay, and I will do, because I really want to do, well, first of all, let's do the tribal gathering, and I know Wolverine won't join us because for some reason, he just had like a breakdown. He just doesn't like stuff around us, so he has some issues. So let's just leave him. Where's the... Wait, there are 3 people. Where's the 4th one? Oh, Nozun. What are you doing, Nozun? Don't know. Let's just do the tribal gathering. Last one for today. And then we will see what she has to trade with. What is that? What do you have? How do you pronounce that? Adladle? So yeah, after we do the tribal gathering, we will do the sparring match, because I think I mentioned that in one of the episodes, although I don't know. I remember there was something weird with Scar and Baiko back then when Baiko joined us, and I basically thought to myself that because he knows only Rock, which Rock is really a petite woman, right? She's not as strong and broad as Baiko. Like Baiko looks even bigger than Scar, so maybe he just felt kind of like fragile when it comes to his masculinity, right? And I was thinking to myself, that would be cool if we did Scar versus Baiko duelist, and they are not fighting, you know, like actual fighting. They will just gain melee combat experience, and they won't hurt each other, so it's just for fun. And I was thinking that would be cool, but I kind of want Wolverine to be there because we will get, you know, additional percents for the quality, so that will be cool. So maybe we'll wait for that once Wolverine is just fine. I don't know how long it will take him to snap out of it, but well. Okay, so we actually got a pop-up to call our settlement, and I think we'll just call it Avalon. So let's just look that in. And once everyone is ready, we will do this at the ritual that I said. Why is this white? It's so weird. Why is it white? Like there's no color. It's just black and white. That's weird. Where is Baiko? Oh, she's taming. Okay. Please. Damn it, it failed. Okay, but we have another one. Let's see. Do you like berries? Berries? Nice! Nice! We have a first animal tamed. It's a yak. Okay, maybe we'll just put it here. So let's just do where is it? No, it's a structure, right? Yeah. A fence, wooden fence. I don't know. We have only 2 yaks, so maybe just this. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, maybe. I don't know. Oh my god. Another one. Okay, crafting 9. That's kinda good. Jesus, oh, he's near than thought. That's not good. Too smart and near than thought. Interesting. Okay, so everyone is, yeah, they are all nice and ready. So I think we can just do the last thing for today, which is having Scar and Baiko battle. Let's go. Fight! Fight! Scar? Scar? Why are you so far away? Oh, there we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Okay. Oh, shit. Wait. I thought they weren't supposed to, like, scar each other. I guess I was wrong. Well. Well, shit. Oh. Did Baiko just fight while being in the beginning of the pregnancy? That child better like come out like Mike Tyson or some shit. Okay, so I'm not sure what will happen in editing. I will sort that out later on. But I just decided that we will continue this episode because I'm not happy with the ending, meaning that we can do more. And I spent some time trying to figure out what to do with the layout and how to make it look more interesting, more appropriate. As I said, we need to at least resemble like a Neolithic village back in the Neolithic era, of course. So that layout that we have, it ain't it. You know, it's just not it. We need to just make a better layout. I sketched something, so I want to recreate that. So first of all, we need to make actually the paths that I mentioned before. Like, I like that they make their own paths, but they're not going with what I'm trying to do here. So I need to make my own paths, and I think like 2 is okay. I already told them to get rid of this tower pit because it's in a way. This here will in the future that will be the bridge. So we won't be building the bridge yet. They can just pass this river and that's fine, but I don't think that they do that anyway. So well, Baiko just miscarried, so that's not good. Maybe the duo wasn't a good option. Maybe that wasn't a smart thing to do. Okay, so this is the setup for now. I mean, we will change this area here, but for now their houses are there, so we won't be touching this area. So I will just skip forward and I will see you when they are done with the path. Oh, marriage. Nice. They proposed. Okay, great. We have a marriage on our way. So I guess that's the good time to just quickly check up on the progress. As you can see, they already built all of the path. Now I just want them to build the houses so I can move these to here because that's where I want them to live. And we can just, you know, just get rid of that and rearrange that over here and here, because that will be our pen for all of our animals that we will tame along the way, at least for now, for the Neolithic era, for the start. And we will live here, and maybe you just ask yourself, why do we have storage, or more like a granary, right here? And as far as I know, historically they would put granaries far away from the village, so that if someone wants to raid the village, it's better for them to just, you know, take all of the stuff that you have, like food or some resources, for the sake of health and just life, right? Like if they want something, just take it, but at least we don't get damaged. Obviously, I think that doesn't really work in RimWorld. If they raid you, they want to kill you, and that's it. Although I might be wrong, I don't know. But because we are going for this realistic approach, then the granary is far away, which will be basically the entrance to our village. Once we have the bridge, that is the area that you are entering, and is in the beginning, which is just the farm and the granary. There will be our pen, and the houses will be here. Here will be a shrine to Irogua, or just our divine entities, you know, like that we discussed. And this will be our area for rituals, but you know, that will like slowly grow into bigger and bigger area, and we'll just let them continue working on. We still need another house here for our another couple, because this will be like a single houses for a single person, but this one and this one that will be right here will be for couples. What is going on? Look at that. Rock is giddied up. Where's she going? Where are you going? Oh, clay chunks. Okay. Yeah, so you might also see a lot of dead people, and these are the wild men that basically, you know, wandered in. And well, it's the end of the fall, so unfortunately they won't be able to survive that. So there is a lot of corpses, a lot of dead bodies scattered on the map. Okay, so as you can see, it's the first day of the winter, and they are done with everything that we wanted to do in this episode for the beginning of our new era. And as you can see, we have a new pen. I will still have to just get rid of this dirt path, but we can do that at any point. It doesn't really matter. If we had just 2 yaks, they are completely fine. And I also want to get rid of the trees from here. But if you look here, we have almost, well, 3,500 logs, pieces of wood, I don't know what to call that. So we are definitely ready to start our wooden adventure, but I don't think that's gonna happen in the next episode. But maybe, I don't know, maybe like simple bridges, that would be cool to maybe start doing that and expanding on this side. But yeah, that's the layout here. We still need to put the shrine, so we can work on that in the next episode. But yeah, maybe we can just do the last thing, which is begin the tribal gathering, have our Wolverine organize it, and let's just do that for like as the end of this episode. It's been a quite a long one. Again, I'm sorry for the. I'm not sure if I said, but I'm just in the process of buying a house, so this last couple of weeks were kind of crazy for me. And before that, I went on vacation, so that's just, you know, unfortunate timing of all of these things happening, and therefore I was just unable to record anything. I mean, I did, but as I said, I've been recording this episode throughout several weeks. I think it's a month. Like, it's been a month since the last episode, so I'm sorry guys for the delay, but I think the worst part is over, so I 100% have more time now. But okay, we just got an encouraging tribal gathering, no one joining us, but that's fine. Let me just quickly check. Okay, so we have everything researched now. That's cool. So what do we do now? I guess this one is, we have some points here. What about the other ones? I'm not sure how this thing works now. Okay, nothing here. Primitive production. Okay, so we got, yeah, I guess they just scatter around. As you can see, I just put stacks of wood here. This building here that will be here and in the future will be more like a production or more of a storage for things that aren't supposed to go in granary, like the tar, like I don't know what's doing it here, or like ironwood. But for now we don't have any other place to keep it, so it's just stored in granary. And I don't want to put anything in these houses yet. Maybe maybe we'll just work on something in the future, who knows. So yeah, the next episode we will focus on this building here, same with the shrine, and maybe we will try to expand more and either recruit someone or enslave someone. I think that's also a good option, especially during that time. I don't think they really cared. I mean, we can just look in the history books and see that they didn't care. So I guess we can do that. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today's episode. It's been a long one, but a lot of things happened and I'm really happy with the layout. I'm wondering about the buildings, if you guys know that if I can remove the corners, if it still counts as a building, because I don't like these really sharp edges. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm happy with what came out of this whole makeover, you know. We have our city, our village, it's more of a village, right? It's just 4 houses and a toilet, so that's it. This part here is more of agriculture, anything that is anything that has to do with food, because again, as I said, the granary was placed further away from the colony, further away from the village, because it was important to save lives for the sake of just losing food or maybe some materials, right? Some resources. So anything that had to do with storing any type of good was placed further away from the colony, from the village. So if anyone wanted to raid the village, they just had to go here and people here were safe, and the people that were raiding were happy and would just leave. They wouldn't kill anyone, right? So that's what I was going for. Further down the line there will be another building right here, or maybe we will try to grow our farming zone here, because we still have this weird patch here. For my sketch there will be a building here, but we will see. Maybe for, again, the slaves, as I said, that would be cool to have slaves living here and they would just work on our pen, and same with farming, and our villagers would work on expanding and just doing everything else, right? So I think that's a good idea. But yeah, that is in the future, and for now I think we are set and I am really happy with the result. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, remember to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and maybe comment what are your ideas, because I would love to hear them. Again, I sketched an idea, but we are doing this series together, so that would be cool to maybe have your input in the series like we did with Iragua, and we are going with it because I really like the idea of him being the god, or maybe some divine entity. That is a great idea, so that's why I just went with it, because I really like the suggestion. So yeah, remember to leave your mark here, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye!